Hello, friends. Welcome to the Media Mogul channel, and today we are doing the 2025 year in review. Now, I did it on my other channel in my Beans World show, and I'm going to do it in this little podcast. So, grab some popcorn, grab something cold, because we're doing from January all the way through to December. Now, I'm going to say this this vlog journey, whatever you want to call it, or just all the YouTube videos in general, but I'm going to talk about the vlogs first and my channel growth and subscribers. Now, because it's a vlog channel, I'm going to do all the boring stuff. So I'll talk about growth in subscribers. I'll talk about the amount of support I've had through the channel and some of the issues and stuff like that. So I'm going to do it like that as well. So yeah. So first and foremost, I'm going to talk about subscribers because I got up to 200 subscribers this year. In fact, I'm now at 220 or 24 subscribers, 224. And I'm going to compare something to last year. Last year, I had 2 months off. This year, I had no months off. Now, for any other channel, that's fine. But for a vlog channel, it isn't, because you are documenting your life. You know, you're documenting your life. And also, I was also recommended earlier this year the behind the scenes videos, like every single behind the scenes video. I was looking at my other channel and the Beans World 77 channel, and all the behind the scenes videos seemed to be recommended to a lot of people. And that was the first series I did. And being a vlog channel, it's really, my channel has really grown, right, really fast. Not just into subscribers and likes aren't really much. But I'm going to say thanks. But also it's the watch time and the comments and all of the drama, which we're going to get into, because there's a lot of stuff that's happened over this entire year. So yeah, and this is going to be a bit more boring because I'm going to sort of refill you in. So if you don't want to be refilled in, you know what to do. Just go to the weekly vlog archive playlist and watch all the vlogs from partway down the playlist, like all the progressive weekly vlogs, because all of them have told a story in some way, shape, or form of another. And I'm going to tell that story in this review. So, from January to March, the vlogs were doing kind of well, because there was a vlog every week. And I thought there was going to be no content, but because there's been a huge story, which I'm going to cover into why they were called progressive weekly vlogs, I'm going to go all through that in a second. And then from March through to May, we had those hesitant vlogs, should we call them? Vlogs that were really slow and just, yeah, we weren't sure what was going on, really. And the vlogs that had pace to them still didn't have much. going for them in the way, you know, like, because at that time, like, the social worker, we'd called them, there was still nothing happening. We'd said there'd been no change. We'd said, blah, 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 and all the rest of it. By the way, for anyone who's viewing this, like let's say, this is not your bog standard year in review. This is a year in review that tells us, hold on, this is not just any old channel review. This is a YouTube progressive yearly review. And by the way, there was some, like, you know, basically I was sort of falling out with people by March. Some were subscribed to the channel, some weren't. And it ended up where, like, people were getting involved, and I was like, oh, man. The drama was more to do with the comment section. And I had to then, like, I ended up banning the wrong people and having the wrong people blocked, and I was quite sad about that. But anyway, it is what it is. But it didn't hurt the channel at all, which I thought it would have done. And so, yeah, so then it ended up where I was getting back at people through the shorts and stuff, like I'd been doing through, like, I had also been doing, but it's not YouTube without the poo being stirred. If you know what I mean. Anyway, the next thing that happened was me having a little dig at the social services. I can't remember if it was a standalone video, if it was in the vlogs, but it was me basically telling them to move their bum. And literally, the people that I spoke to on the phone were foreign. And I really, 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 really want to reach out to those people and say, I'm really sorry if I gave you a hard time. There you go. Because those people, the people that did work with me and the people that are still working with me, because it hasn't been resolved yet. You know, it's to be continued. So, but they are working with me, and I'm sort of working with them. It's like, the thing is, I've learnt a lot, but they don't tell you what your rights are and stuff like that. I stated it clearly in videos that you have the same rights as anybody else. It's just the funding and that needs to be put into place. And that's why the research isn't there. And that's why the help isn't there. And that's why the minute print isn't there. Because if there was no minute print, they wouldn't be doing their...
One notification. YouTube. Now. Helen Mifflin. 5 more cozy Christmas minutes.
They wouldn't be doing their job, or they wouldn't have I can't speak. They wouldn't have their job done for them. And I basically think that, the social worker who was working with me, she was absolutely lovely. And I was shocked on how wonderful things are working. Which is why You know, I've literally decided, like, I've got videos that I'm going to leave till next year, because, like, things have been resolved. But, you know, the respite's been sorted, and that's fantastic. So, you know, I've got to say thank you to the people who have helped and have done their job fantastically. Because I think I did give people a hard time, and you know, it's not, you know, it should have been, you know, it's not fair when you're sitting there from March or whatever, and you know, and it's one of those things. But I was kind of a bit frustrated for many months. There was one vlog where I did show it a little bit, because I wanted people to see it, and luckily they didn't see it, but it is still on the channel because it just shows how much, it's to showcase how much frustration I was in. And it's like I said last year, you know, I wanted to work harder on this channel because it's YouTube that's literally helped me. It's brought me through my, you know, my grieving. Like, you know, on my other channel, I managed to hide it completely because there were videos that, you know, I did from the start and didn't have that person in, you know, didn't have Neil in, where this channel had a lot of Neil. And, you know, I think Neil wanted to be a part of the channel, you know, and when we went to the grave, and yeah, when we went to the grave, Neil's resting place, we tried to sort of do it, you know, for the channel and try and make it as much about us and stuff like that. But unfortunately, it didn't work out like that. So hopefully, I've decided next year to go to Wigan myself. I'm gonna go to Wigan like myself because I can do as much vlogging as I want to do, and do the grave. Now, here is the link between. This is the link about Lucy Sky that I just want to very quickly make. Now, you'll have seen this. There's a tree in the background, and I went back to see if it was there, and it is. That tree to the left of Neil's grave, which I've peed up against by... anyway, that tree to the left of the grave, there's a tree there. There's a big, massive tree. And under that tree, I'm not going to say anything more about this, under that tree is the connection to Lucy Sky. Because I was talking to Lucy Sky's dad, and we just got talking, and then I was talking about the graveyard in the Lower Ince, which is where it is. And this is to all TNT wrestling fans, by the way. This is like the connection. Now, the other connection, which I'm going to come to, because Nell and Neil are both in that same spot. And to the left is the tree with, I think, is it... I can't remember who's in there, but it's one of Lucy Sky's family. And it actually says the name, the last name Sky. And I was I've always thought when I've seen Lucy Sky, I've always thought, where have I seen the last name? Where have I seen that name? And there was something subliminal about her logo, because I've seen that somewhere before. And I had to think that the other connection to the whole wrestling thing, which, go back and watch. In fact, if you want to see the tree in the background, go back to behind the scenes episode 12 and behind the scenes episode 16 or 17, I think it's on one of them. I can't remember offhand. But anyway, I wanted to mention that because I was going to say it in a communal post because there's a massive connection. And the other connection is Nell's cousin was one of the first wrestlers to slam giants of haystacks through a ladder. And it was done that bad that he never got slammed through a ladder again. Well, he did, but it's not done properly. When you see giant of haystacks get slammed through a ladder, it's not done properly because he was caught off guard when he was slammed through the ladder, and it was televised, and you actually see it. He goes straight through the ladder, and he was also alleged. He was also supposed to be do a cage match, but his family were against him doing a cage match. Because I read up later, that he was they wouldn't let him do a cage match. Don't know why. Don't know what the problem was, but they wouldn't let him do a cage match. And this is pretty early on. Because there were some people against certain wrestlers doing the cage match. Now he did do one cage match, but that was just so he could gain his title. Anyway, we're going to move back from that. We'll come back to wrestling in a minute because anyway, where were we? Yeah. So, and I struggled at the start of the year to, get the playlist going, get all the vlogs back in, get them all sorted, all that kind of thing. And every time I saw on the videos and watched them to see if Neil was in them, and to hear Neil's voice was kind of really sad, And then there was the last vlog, and I found all the videos with Neil in, and I stitched that together, and that was the last vlog. But it was like the last nail in the coffin. And then I started this year and found it difficult because there was no videos that I could do and put Neil in the videos, because there was no videos I had of Neil, no recent ones, until June. Was it June or July? I think it was July, And I did this video. and it was a behind the scenes video that I did from, like, because I wanted to do this video, like, I wanted to see if I could put a video together of, you know, like an old, like a vlog or whatever. And basically it was going to be a behind the scenes video anyway, but never got done because I didn't have enough space on that phone that I was working on. So I basically made a behind the scenes video, and that had Neil in, and it was like the last that was the last video with Neil in, because that video hadn't been used, and it was supposed to be for one of the vlogs, one of the weekly vlogs. So it really tied in nicely, that video, and it was the last video with Neil in. Because the vlogs before he died, we didn't really go out much. And Neil was becoming a lot, like, weaker and stuff. He still thought he had the strength in him, but I think he overdid it. And like, you know, and I still just want to move on, because, you know, and I wanted to have this year, I wanted to just have a weekly vlog with me moving on without Neil. And I wanted the people who watch this channel to move on without Neil. There's two people that I've met from the funeral, and they one of them's like family member, and the other's like one of the bowling guys, one of the guys from the bowling club, and they both subscribed, and they're the ones that keep watching the videos with Neil in, and they're the ones why they rank really high on the channel. You know, I mean, the behind the scenes videos didn't really have much of Neil in until the end. So they became more like the weekly vlog series, but you know, you go back and it's weird how times just felt so different. But there's so much missing. You always think there's so much missing from that. There's so much missing. Stuff that I forgot to document, or stuff that I forgot to write down, or, you know, just stuff that I absolutely forgot about, and why, you know. And yeah, so so I literally just, I carried on, and I was absolutely drained by March. Now, I went on holiday and I didn't do a weekly vlog that week I was away at Waterpark, because I didn't want to feel like it being a week where I was working really hard on doing a vlog, so that was left out, and I just carried on doing vlogs, you know.
Two notifications.
And
Two notifications.
we hadn't done anything else really, except for just doing these vlogs, and there was no nice little holiday or anything like that. So it just continued being normal vlogs, really, all the way through. And there was 2 really frustrating vlogs. And then there was the good vlogs where it just became like really cool and collective. And the summer kind of showing that off. And then me just doing what I was doing. And I've decided next year, I've done this with the other channel, but with this channel, I'm not going to do any New Year vlog. I'm not even going to do, I'm not going to do a New Year vlog like I did last year. Those traditions have gone, really, with the vlogs, to be honest. Even with the behind-the-scenes stuff, it just gets too, I don't know, it feels... I basically just want to take, I don't know, and what I'm going to do is take about 5 months out next year and vlog again when I think it's necessary. So I might vlog towards the end of May, beginning of June, when we've got the real content, because there's no need to do any more progressive vlogs because the story's out there. And yes, it's going to be continued, but when I feel the time's right and when I feel like everybody's right and ready to do it, if you know what I mean. Because I think, the vlogs are what they are, and there's quite a decent number, and you can always watch the behind-the-scenes videos before. And people will start binging everything anyway, so the views will go down a bit for a while. So it's time to sort of just, when the views start picking up again, do more videos. Now, that doesn't mean that I won't be doing anything on the channel, because I will be doing a communal post every now and then, just to say where everything is and what's happening and stuff like that. And I'll be doing a podcast. I'm doing my podcasts early. But as far as videos go, I'm not doing the videos that I was doing because I feel like, and I've got stuff that's coming back. I've got Magic Silver Room coming back next year and everything. Now, we're not done with the year review because we need to go back. So in March... Sorry, in April, May, we did... we got quite a few wrestling videos as well. From March, we got... I think we had a wrestling video in February, I think. If memory serves me right, I can't remember. And then in March, you got all the wrestling videos. In April, May, we got more wrestling videos because we had Comic-Con, so there was lots of wrestling there. And there was a weekly vlog as well, where we sort of quite a few really good weekly vlogs at that point. And then as we progressed through to Easter, after Easter, we got more vlogs and up to June, I think. Yeah, because there was the wrestling again, and then there was 3 or 4 weekly vlogs where it showed off stuff. One where we were at BB's Hive, and then where did we go from there? Oh yeah, we went to Chester, and there was the RDA, not my final time at the RDA, but like the final videos thing that you saw from the RDA. So yeah, which I don't do anymore, sadly. So yeah, and then that leads to through to the summer where stuff was happening. There was progressive weekly vlogs every single week through the whole summer. There's one where we went to the air show, and there was Creamfields, obviously. Those vlogs really just real. I had so much energy with those vlogs, but very tiring vlogs because once you got to the end of it, you knew it was going to be like, oh, well, there's another vlog. There was also the creepy TikTok compilations, which I started doing, and I'm not going to do any more of those because it's not my own stuff, it's other people's, so I'm just going to not do any more of those. And yeah, and then there's a TikTok compilation I did from my old account, which I don't use anymore, and then that was it. There was obviously 2 weekly vlogs that we just put out. There was one from Christmas, was it? Not Christmas. The Christmas parade. And then there was the other weekly vlog that's got where we were sort of like a little bit of drama on the bus. So they're the 2 weekly vlogs. Now, I want to finish with talking about what's going to happen over Christmas, and then I'll talk about New Year. And I've started how I've already said that I'm going to take 3 months off. Well, not 3 months off. I'm going to take 2 months off, and then when I come back, it won't be with videos, it'll be with shorts. So it'll just be with shorts, not with videos. I've got a wrestling video that I've not put out from last week. So I'm going to put that TNT wrestling video out. And I'm going to do the Christmas vlog, or Vlogmas as they call it, but it's not going to be done how other people do it. I'm going to literally just do a full month of videos, and then towards the end, before Christmas Day, probably put it out that week. Well, I'll put a weekly vlog out before Christmas Day, and then I'll put a weekly vlog after Christmas Day, and that'll be the last weekly vlog of the year, and there will be no vlogs till after that. There'll be communal post, and all the rest of that. And I'm going to try and hammer promoting all the videos on this channel, because, yeah, promote everything. And, like, even promote all my pretend business stuff. And that's another thing as well, because I want to carry on, like, doing my pretend businesses, bring all that to the channel. You know, my pretend empire, like, help people grow and all courses stuff, and show people what I'm doing with both businesses. Now, I've done the pretend and play building videos on the other channel. I might even do pretend and play at the advertisement company, and pretend and play show my whole empire videos on my other channel. But I think what I want to do on this channel is actually do, like, business stuff, and, like, do courses and boring videos, because I think that people want to watch them. I mean, I personally don't want to watch them, but I know someone that will be interested and will want to watch them. Like, there's people on YouTube that don't want to make certain videos, but they make them anyways because they know people out there will want to watch them. So I will literally do those videos. I'm going to do like the boring Sunday videos. I'm gonna literally do them again, because people, yeah. The vlogs seem to do pretty well on the weekends. Like, people will watch them. If sometimes I put them out a bit early because I want to get them off my phone, so I get them out, delete them. But people seem to, there's like this people seem to understand the ritual. I think, and YouTube understands the ritual. because I treat it like a soap, so it goes out once a week and then that's it. And nothing else ever comes out. So when it does, I think it shocks people. It's like ooh. But there is going to be other things coming to this channel. There's going to be my radio shows. So they're coming. I've got podcasts. I've got loads of other stuff. So even when I do take time off, like, it's only the vlogs that aren't coming back till I've actually said that wrong. It's not like there isn't going to be videos like coming to the channel, because there's music appreciation videos coming. There's like pretend and play. There's not pretend and play, but there's other bits and pieces and stuff like that. There's but it's like I've said to the people on Beans World 77, because it's like I've said to the people over there that the vlog material, not the vlog material, the Beans World material, sorry, I've said to the people over there that I'm taking like 2 months off, and when I come back, it'll be communal posts only. But I do my Sega Law documentary, and I'm starting that. I've started like writing that now, and then I'm getting all the imagery for that. Unfortunately, it's crappy AI imagery, but it's all we can get for now. That's it's all we can get. But that's like So, anyways, that's basically what's going to happen. And Magic Silver Room is going to restart back up as well on this channel, not on the other channel, on this channel where it originally started. And I'm going to do the history of this entire channel on this entire channel. And then I'll do the Beans World Entity documentary on this channel. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.
2 notifications. 6:31 p.m. Passcode field. 0 of 4 values entered. 8. 7. PQRS. 8. TUV. Mic trigger. Mic noise. Finish recording.